The first thing you need to do when you've lost your job is get your mindset right. So many people come to us at Work It Daily and say, I feel guilty, I feel like I did something wrong. You did nothing wrong. Let's look at the facts. Hundreds of thousands of people have lost their job in the last few months, and you weren't the only person that lost their job at your company. And that data should remind you that this had nothing to do with you, it just had to do with the business. Now, that being said, when you have to answer the question, why did you leave your last job or why did you get laid off, you really want to be prepared with your answer. And the first tip that I want to give you is to always respond with, that's a great question. See, when you come into the interview, they're going to know that you don't have a job. And so how you react to this question, that first reaction is going to say a lot about your career confidence. So you should be able to look them in the eye with positivity and say, that's a great question, which indicates that you're ready to answer it. Now, answering the question, this is really important. At Work It Daily, we teach something called the experience plus learn equals grow model. And the reason I love this is because it makes sure that you give just the right amount of information. Think about the story of Goldilocks. Too little information, not good. Too much information, you can look pretty desperate. You want to get it right down the middle when it comes to answering this question. And so you want to follow these 3 steps. The first one is experience. And in this case, you're giving them just the facts. So you might say something like this. I'm really glad you asked that question. As you know, hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs lately, and at my company, over 100 people lost their jobs due to a layoff, and I was one of them. That's it, just the facts. You don't need to give your opinion of the situation, just the facts. Next step, what did you learn? In this case, you would say something like, as a result of this, I've learned that I should always be ready to look for a new job, that every single job is temporary. Plain and simple. And then the last step, how you've grown. And this is the best part because this is where you tie it back together for that employer. And you can look at them and say, that being said, I'm really glad that I'm having the opportunity now to go out and meet new employers because I've realized that I can bring all of the skills and experience that I gained in my last job to a new place and that I'll be able to meet new connections and build new skills there. So I'm really excited, especially about this opportunity. When you tie those 3 things together, you're going to make sure that you're saying all the right things in the right order and that you're not talking too much or too little. And that's how you're going to work through this answer.